Investors are looking for solutions to their problems. One of the problems that investors have is income. So if you're an investor looking for income, what if there was an investment that could pay you 16% per year for the next 3 years? How would that work? I guarantee you, most people aren't talking about investments that have 16% per year in income. What's the catch? Well, what if it was tied to Tesla? How do you feel about Tesla? What if this investment protected your principal as long as Tesla stock wasn't down more than 50% 3 years from the day that you purchased it? Would you be interested? My guess is you're at least curious. Give me a minute to explain how that works. I love this conversation because so few people understand all of the investment options that are available to them, and in particular, structured notes. So when I mentioned Tesla, 16% per year, and 50% downside protection, what I was talking about is a structured note. What we want to make sure that we're doing is communicating to people around the country what all of their investment options are. And if you're retired or close to it, and somebody isn't talking to you about structured notes and how they work, they're not giving you all of the information. So I just gave you an example of a structured note that we've done for clients in the past. It's not available to you right now, but the specifics were, we traded this back in June. We set up a structured note for some clients. They were looking for some income. They were willing to take some risk, because clearly Tesla's all over the place. And I said, all right, well, Tesla's pretty volatile. Let's build a structured note around Tesla. We know what Tesla is, and let's not get into to all of that. But we found a way to build an investment for clients through a structured note. And the way that it was set up was a 3-year term, so 36 months. It's based on Tesla. And all that really means is as long as Tesla isn't down more than 50% 3 years from now, the client's still going to get 100% of their principal back. So take a look at it. Let's just say at the time that Tesla was somewhere around $300 per share. So if I do the math on that, the only way my client's going to lose money is if 3 years from now, Tesla stock is trading under $150 per share. Now, I don't think that's going to happen, but it could happen. I went out for our clients to find a way to use that to their advantage. And what I found was that I could get them paid 16% per year for the next 3 years through a structured note. And as long as Tesla stock isn't down more than 50%, 3 years from now, they get their principal back. And the reason I'm bringing this up in this conversation is because I don't think most advisors are explaining to people out there what all of their investment options are. And I genuinely feel that if somebody came to you with an option like this and they said, hey, listen, would you be willing to put a portion of your money in an investment that could lose money, probably won't, but could lose money at 16% per year? I know many of you would say yes. Now, what's the downside to this? The downside is you could invest in Tesla and we could pay you 16% per year on this particular structured note, and Tesla could go from $300 to $600 per share. And you could come back to me and go, Mike, I could have made 100% of my money. I only got 16%. I didn't get 100%. Your risk is you're not going to get 100% of the upside. But in exchange for that, you're also protected to the downside. So ask yourself this question. Are you willing to give up upside for downside protection? And in this example, if it were available to you, would you be willing to get 16% per year on your money on that particular investment? If the answer is yes, you need to look into structured notes, because that particular structured note is something that we did a couple months ago. This could be something that we could look at today for anybody who's interested. And it's not just Tesla. So if you're not looking at structured notes and you don't understand how they work, let us know. We'll be happy to explain. Thank you for watching. Go to guardingyournestegg.com for your free and objective personal financial plan.